Hey everybody, it's episode number 6 of season 2 of Superman and Lois. Last time we had a party to end all parties. Actually, the party was fine. I thought it would explode when Kyle's not girlfriend showed up and made a huge scene, but she only showed up outside. And it was Kyle's stupidity talking to her up where anybody could see and over here that led to the big drama. What Lana knows about all that stuff and what she doesn't, I'm not quite sure. It seems she knows a little bit at least, maybe all of it. But certainly it was the first time Sarah had found out. Sarah turned 15, although in my brain they're all much older than that. And yeah, I sort of inwardly I treat them as if they're older. You know, the decisions they're making, I sort of judge them. Maybe I shouldn't. You know, maybe I should just say, oh, they're just kids. They don't know any better. Like, Sarah's so angry at Kyle for, you know, maybe he cheated with that woman. She doesn't know the details. She suspects it. You know? Well, hey, Sarah, maybe Lana can buy Kyle something and to show that she loves him. You know, give him some piece of jewelry or something. That's what happens, right? When somebody cheats on somebody, the other person buys them something nice to make up for it. Am I still a little hung up on Sarah cheating on Jordan and then Jordan going out of his way to be super nice to her to make her feel like everything is okay? Yeah, a little bit. Especially since she's so angry at Kyle. But then again, you know, Kyle and Lana are married and father, and it's different. It's different. But do I like drawing the parallel a little bit and sniggering a little bit? Yeah. Also, I did read the comment that someone left saying that, hey, Jonathan wasn't so great in season 1, you know? He was acting out. He was a bit, you know, a bit sulky, a bit taking jabs at Jordan. And that's true. He did. In a lot of episodes, he'd have a little bit of some moments and then he'd go drinking and, you know, there was stuff like that. But I think it's all about expectations for me. And the storylines I thought they would go with Jonathan, given that Jordan was getting the powers and Jonathan was getting nothing. You know, Jonathan had everything in Metropolis and then came to Smallville and basically got nothing, while his emo bratty brother gets the powers. I thought the storylines they were going to go with Jonathan in season 1 were going to be a lot worse. And the fact that Jonathan was mostly just fine, you know? Just mostly the supportive brother. I was like, wow. They really did. That's really cool. Like, he's a cool brother. But then this season they're leaning into the, now that he's on the ex-Kryptonite stuff, they're leaning into the jealousy stuff. You know, it's much more apparent. But who knows what they're going to do now, because now Jordan knows, well, he thinks he knows, that Jonathan is getting powers. Maybe Jonathan is getting powers a little bit too? I don't know if it's just the ex-Kryptonite. I'd be curious to see what the effect of the ex-Kryptonite is on normal humans, because it doesn't seem to be as much as it's having on. Like, Jonathan's getting super, getting heat, he's getting lots of things, you know? Whereas you'd imagine if the people on the football team were getting, you know, lots of things, it would be more apparent. I think they're just getting a bit of an edge, like they're on steroids, whereas Jonathan is getting so much more. And maybe that's because there's latent powers inside him. Anyway, that's where we are. Bizarro is trapped in a force field, I believe. He's warning us about Ali, that she will destroy your world like she destroyed mine. And Chrissy, went to the other side and saw a world where Ali was everywhere and she was like basically a god over there for some reason. And holy shit, maybe we should kill her. Problem solved. Clark, you don't have to do it. Just get someone else to do it. Get Anderson to do it. You know, what's he good for? He's good for nothing. But who knows? Maybe Anderson's working for her. You know? Lieutenant General? Maybe one of them on the other side, he's a major? Major commander? How did he get that job? And Sam, you're doing so many favors for us. You may as well still have the job. You know? More push-ups, please. Let's get into episode 6. See the fallout of the party and everything else.
Ellie Austin will destroy everything unless you kill her first.
But before we kill her, let's listen to some cool music. Hey, it's Bizarro. In his world, is this a flashback? I can't make out that. Well, this world's seen better days. Hallway fight. Do you think he was powering up with kryptonite? Ooh, isn't that Lana? Well, we're getting pieces of the story.
The pendant you came here with. What is it exactly?
Paired with its counterpart, it can elevate the possessor into godhood. All that matters is the pendant is destroyed. I don't possess enough strength on this earth. The yellow sun weakens me.
Right.
And if she does, merge.
She would inherit enough power to send us all into oblivion.
Why does she want that, though? Is she some sort of... Why? I understand wanting power, but what's her deal? Even as a child, she seemed creepy, didn't she?
Do you think he's giving you the whole story?
I don't know what to think.
And our Superman?
We have reason to believe that he's searching for him as well.
Over 20 years, Sam Lane never had a single problem with Superman. Ex-kryptonite has made its way into the public domain. And you will find that pale son of a bitch by any means necessary.
Got it.
How's your mouth feel?
What?
Is it wintry fresh?
Like, can you do that?
When your cold breath comes in?
Don't mention them. I think they're going away, Jordan.
I was thinking,
He's trying to be supportive, Jordan.
maybe we should at least tell Grandpa. Because then we can start, like, training together. Yeah, we could even be, like, the fraternals. That'd be pretty cool.
Did he say fraternals?
What's this? That's Candace's, actually.
It's for
She got
harassment?
asthma, you know? Yo, Coach, how's it going?
Did I make
Dude,
the
you're
team?
starting tonight?
That's amazing, honey.
Put your head down, work hard, have a little patience.
Exactly.
Get your shot.
Natural talent. He's going to need a top-up.
You sure you don't want some egg sweets?
I don't like eggs.
Breakfast?
Not really hungry.
Nobody wants your eggs, Lana.
Mommy,
Don't tell
is Daddy
Sophie.
ever coming home again?
I don't know, sweets.
Hey, let's pause it. Ooh, hello everybody. Is Dad ever coming? This was last night. The party was last night. Sophie, who I assume is being shielded from all the drama stuff, is asking if Dad is ever going to come home again. And Lana is saying, I don't know, honey. This is the next morning. What have they been telling poor Sophie? I hope that's her name. She's Sophie now, anyway. To me, I don't care what her real name is. Hey, your dad had an important work stuff. He's going to be away for a few days. And if they can't work it out in between, then you tell the youngest, hey, look, we're having you and your dad, me and your dad. We love you very much. We're having some problems. We're going to work on them. He'll be around, you know, to see you and... But not this, is Dad ever coming home? The next morning? I presume it's the next morning, right? That's what you get, Kyle. Making out with that woman outside your daughter's 15th birthday party? What you weren't? That's not what I heard. I heard you were doing it in the Kent's barn next to their Wi-Fi. You know, that's why everybody's Wi-Fi was going out, because you kept bumping into it when you were doing it with that woman.
That your father loves you very much.
Yeah, he loves you very
Both
much.
of you. And he is always going to be around, okay?
He's out in the garden, looking in. Give her a hug, Sarah. Yeah.
Heads up would have been nice.
Who is it? Lucy? That's not Lucy. It is Lucy. Defensive poses on standby. Allie's trying to take over the world, become a god.
Allie Alston does not want to help you. Only person she cares about is herself.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Knock it off, both of you. I'm not spending the rest of my retirement doing this with you two.
Yeah, I want to go fishing again.
Please. I need my family back.
No, the show's all about
Can we at
family.
least try to make things right?
Forgot about it.
Jesse wanted to be a hero,
Just like you.
just like you.
She saved my life once.
Yeah, she did.
You have my word. I will not rest until I...
Oh, nice. Finally.
You are a disgrace.
She's grieving. He can take
It's
it.
still fresh.
That thing that killed him is still out there, and it is up to you and me to stop it.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
It's complicated. Can I have the thing? Clark's problem is he can't lie.
I promise I've got everything under control.
Jordan's going to figure it out because he's already seen the...
Fraternals, right?
Yeah, that's not going to be a thing, but... He's already seen the thing.
Can we talk, please?
Is she ready to talk about it?
How long did it last?
6 months.
When? When was it?
Did you love her?
No. You and me, we're so much stronger now.
I can't do this right now. I need you to leave.
She can't trust you straight away. I mean, he should understand this. Give her some space.
Is this really John and Jordan? They're giants. I can't believe how long Jordan's hair is.
Kids today just refuse to keep it high and tight.
I like it. Me too.
What are you talking about, Sam? Kids today. Remember hippies? Half expected Lucy to look at the picture and go, "Hey, I thought you only had the one child." And I thought, shouldn't that child be like 2 or 3 years old now? What's going on? Some sort of weird crisis clash of memories because Lucy's transcended and seen stuff she shouldn't. But hey, this universe, this show seems so different to, apart from the Diggle thing, it seems so different to the rest of the Arrowverse. I'm happy to just ignore it all, you know?
You captured your doppelganger.
Oops, see,
How
can't
could you
lie.
just stand there while her mother asked me about it?
I needed to speak with you first.
And I want to see her slap you.
A bigger threat may be coming. But first I need to destroy the pendant.
I'll run up the chain of command and I'll reach out.
There's an avalanche, I need to go.
I have to go.
Find out where he's going.
Oh jeez, there's so many people. What can he do? Could he stop the snow? Oh, is he freezing at all? He did it.
Second and long, third and long.
That's good. That's how you win games.
Lucy? Hi, it's me. Oh, well, I was just...
She's from this one to right here, it's like woo, 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 woo. That was quick. Sam, hell of a job. Mending bridges somehow. Given the last interaction with Lucy and Lois, where Lucy was tape recording her and all sorts of recriminations, and the sisters will never see eye to eye ever, ever, ever. And now she's like, "Hey, everybody! Ooh, I'm here. I'm back. I'm your cool Aunt Lucy."
They were just prepping me on the big game tonight.
Which you need to be leaving for soon.
Hey, Anderson, do you want to become a god? You can merge with your other self.
I think I know how to bring this rogue Kryptonian into our custody.
Hey.
Hey, do you think that you would stay with Lois if she cheated on you?
Can't even imagine Lois cheating.
I need to know the details of the situation first, and then make a decision from there.
Oh, she's gonna talk to the woman. I'm just gonna say it before we talk to her. This woman was deeply in love with Kyle. Like, based on the conversation she had with Kyle at the last episode, all she wanted him to do was leave Lana. She loved him that much. She wanted to be with him forever and ever. So I wonder what she will say to Lana. Like, I wonder if she tells Lana, hey, I loved him so much. I was doing everything possible to get him away from you, and he wouldn't leave you. That might help a little bit. Or, who knows? Emotions are hard to, people feel all sorts of ways. It could be better if she said something like, hey, it was meaningless. I didn't care about him, and he didn't care about me. It was just a thing we were doing. That could be better. I paused it because I'm like, oh shit, she's talking to her. But I am curious who's going to say what and how it's going to be interpreted.
I'm not here for a drink.
Hey, the game!
That's why I'm starting a strong arm QB tonight. Who's ready to wrestle with something?
Whatever it takes, Jonathan. Just need to stop by my locker first. Hey, Dad, could you give me some privacy for a second?
Okay, just do what got you here. Rest will take care of itself.
Do what got me here. Got it. Take a second dose, just to be sure. Don't do that. Oh, nice.
Can I get anything for my girls?
I'll take a chili dog.
He's giving them a lot of time together.
I think they would probably just be happy to have Aunt Lucy around again. I think I'd like that too.
Well, it's all going so well, isn't it?
Did you love him?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Did he love you?
I thought so, but maybe that was me just fooling myself.
When exactly did he break things off with you?
Yeah. When was it?
Maybe 2 years ago.
It was before the show
After
started.
Sarah's accident.
Yeah, around then.
Thanks for speaking with me.
That's interesting. He stopped when Sarah was self-harming.
And I just want to say I am sorry for how everything happened between us.
Don't mention Ali.
Me too. But it's okay, because now you know the truth. You have to agree that Ali was right.
Here we go.
Even your partner confirmed it. After she was drugged against her will,
Yeah.
I am just worried that you're not seeing the bigger picture. You refuse to be wrong, and I cannot be around that.
We were having a nice day.
I guess Timmy lost his starting spot.
Yeah, not because of your brother. Yeah, Timmy's mom caught him huffing some weird drug from the mines.
Ooh. Shh. Jordan knows now.
Sorry for taking so long.
Hey, Sam, it all went to hell.
Where's Lucy?
I mentioned Ali. She didn't like it. I told her I knew better than her. She didn't like that either.
Thanks for getting back to me so quickly.
Are we trapping? What are we doing?
We're the Pendants.
What are you doing?
What I have to.
Hey, Candace.
A little quiet for someone who just killed it on the field.
He knows.
Meet me at my car after. I parked where it started.
Jeez. You know what that means.
You're using XK, aren't you?
Who cares?
Just a little bit.
I care.
This is a mirror of what happened on the other Earth. Hit Anderson on your way out. Oh, kryptonite bullet.
I'm not gonna let you do this.
Lay off!
Boys! What the hell's going on?
It's complicated.
Nothing.
Sisters falling out. Brothers falling out.
She said you were a good guy and that the reason you broke it off was to save your family.
I mean, that's right.
I can't help but wonder, would you have broken it off to save your marriage?
Yeah. She can't be sure about that. I think we're done.
What are you saying?
For now.
I think that you need to move out.
How'd you find out? Timmy's mom found an inhaler. Apparently the police are involved.
Ooh, cops. Candace is going down for life. The dealer?
It's Clark. He's been arrested for treason.
Treason? Time to get Morgan Edge out of jail.
Where are they taking him, sir?
To be with his brother.
This is a bad idea. I mean, it's great. I want to see it. Those two are going to break the hell out together. Because Morgan Edge always has a plan. You know it. I know it. So that was episode 6 of Superman and Lois. And my opinion of the whole Lana Kyle thing is slightly different this episode, because in the previous episode I was under the impression that Lana knew all about that woman and the cheating, and that Sarah was discovering it for the first time, but Lana knew about it, and maybe she thought it was starting up again, but it was just about that original first time. But it seems clear to me now that she might have known about a woman in a bar, but that she didn't know the details. She didn't know Kyle was cheating on her. And hey, it is a big deal, you know? It was going on for 6 months. It happened just before the start of season 1, a few months before the start of season 1. And what happened with Sarah was the trigger for Kyle to kind of snap out of it and choose his family. And that's the crux of why Lana can't accept him back, can't trust him straight away. Because he didn't choose his marriage over this other woman. He chose his daughter, you know, he chose Sarah and family in a big bundle, you know. That's what tipped him over the edge. It wasn't, oh shit, I don't love you, I love my wife. It was, oh shit, look what's happening with my family. I gotta deal with this. I gotta go back. So I don't know what is gonna change for Lana to get back to knowing that Kyle loves her, to being sure that he loves her. You know what I mean? And it might be a grand gesture at some point, or something else. Maybe she'll just, because I do think they will be together again. I do think they'll eventually get back together. Not soon, but eventually. Maybe it's just her being okay with the uncertainty of it. Maybe she does it for family. Maybe she does it for Sophie. Maybe she does it for Sarah. It's a long road back to the trust. And maybe you can never get there. But you got to make a decision as an adult whether or not, what level of uncertainty you're willing to live with. And what level of cheating you're willing to forgive, and all of that stuff. And that's Lana's decision to make. And Kyle's just gotta, I don't know, live in a hotel or something. What Kyle cannot do under any circumstances is go turn to the bottle, go back to the bar. He needs to stay clean, he needs to stay positive. He needs to be still supportive to Lana in the mayoral race. And if Mayor Dean tries to twist this in some way, we need to twist it back. I don't know how they're going to play that whole thing. Lucy, the scene at the end with Lucy and Lois falling out over Ollie, and every scene before this episode with Lucy was very consistent. That's what you expect. All the stuff in the middle, after this scene, after Sam going, hey, you need to work it out, and suddenly she's okay with everything, and she's, you know, happy to see everybody. And I get her being happy to see everybody, but she's also joking with Lois and reminiscing, and hey, we're all good now. But in Lucy's head, she was thinking, we're all good now, because now Lois knows how wrong she was about Ollie. How wrong she was about the other world and everybody's inverse, and finally I've been accepted and I was right. But of course Lois is like, no, Allie's a god, and she didn't tell her this. But Allie can't be trusted, and you're naive for thinking that. And Lois sort of puts her back in her, you're the younger sister and I'm right and you're wrong, that whole thing. The Jordan Jonathan stuff got sorted really quickly and, thankfully, not publicly. Jonathan did not accidentally break somebody's arm on the field. He didn't launch somebody into orbit. He didn't laser anybody. He didn't have weird withdrawals and start pounding the ground. Or, of all the ways it could have gone wrong, it was fine. He just had a perfect game. He was celebrated, and he couldn't feel the joy from that. I get that. And Jordan figured it out pretty well. You know, he saw the inhaler, then he overheard the conversation, and he put two and two together. Confronted his brother. They talked about it. That story went about as well as you can imagine, you know? Now, is Jonathan going to stop taking it? I don't know. Maybe not. Is it addictive? That's the question I have. Even if the substance isn't addictive, is having that edge, having that power, an addictive... is that addictive, you know? Do you feel lesser without it? And where does Candace come into this? Like, we all hate her, you know? Because of everything she's ever done in the show, but she's like, that guy, when the police got involved, surely that guy's gonna point at her and say, she's the one who sold it to me, she's the one who's dealing with it, she's gonna get in trouble, right? So does Jonathan try to protect her? Does he try to... I don't know what he does after this episode. Steele and Natalie are still in the hospital. They're on vacation. They may as well be at a lake somewhere, fishing. We don't care about them until they're needed again in the story. And Anderson is a dick. General, Lieutenant, Major, Corporal, Commander Anderson? Private? He's a real dick. And I like the mirroring of the shots. We saw a bit of Bizarro's world. We saw our world. And we saw that hallway fight scene. Mirrored. It didn't have the same outcome, but I don't think. No, it didn't. And Clark's problem is that he can't lie. What he needed to do was find a way to lie in order to get the magical crystal and then destroy it. And that would have solved everything that's about to happen in the show. But instead, he's too honest with Anderson. And honesty isn't going to get you to what we need to do to save the world. So in a way, even though we know that this is a TV show, and it's a superhero TV show, and we're going to save the world eventually, if this is the real world, the superhero needs to be able to lie in order to save the world more effectively and more assuredly. And in the real world, Superman gets people killed because he's too honest with people, and they'll take advantage of that. And he won't get the damn thing, you know? But this is going to be fun, because he's going to be sent off to the place Morgan Edge is in. They're going to be roomies, or they're going to be in cells next door to each other. They're going to work a way out of this somehow. Meanwhile, the Bizarro is still in the cave without food or water. I hope hologram mommy is feeding him something. Because nobody's come to visit him for a while. And that's pretty much where we are with the show. Sam had a good episode. He tried his best. It didn't work, but he tried his best. Jonathan and Jordan got to the truth. There's no lies now, except for future lies. Like if Jonathan says, "I'm never touching the stuff again, bro," and then he does. Lucy and Lois were never going to be okay as long as Allie's still in the picture. Allie wants to merge with herself to become a god. She's already a god in the other universe, isn't she? I don't know. I don't know the specifics of how it works, but maybe it's the merging of the crystal things. I don't know actually. No, because is there only one crystal? No, there's two crystal things. Yeah. Anderson has one of them, and our Allie has the other. Right. And when they combine, they form the superpower crystal that destroys everything. Because Allie secretly wants everybody to die and live in a hellscape. So we're led to believe. What's her deal? I want to know more about her. And her motivations. I want to see her in a room with herself. I want to see her talk to herself. That's basically what I want. No Chrissy in this episode. She had a strong episode last time. Not this time. No parties. And yeah, that's it. A lot to think about. Yeah. So I will see you next time. Do we have an episode title? This one was Tried and True. Next episode is called Anti-Hero or Anti-Hero. So that could refer to Bizarro, could refer to Morgan H. And from Anderson's perspective, it could refer to Superman. Well, the one after that's called Into Oblivion. So the next episode is going to work out well. I will see you next time for Anti-Hero. And yeah, thanks for joining me.